Hello, it's Rebecca here from Precious Pages Papercraft, and today's layout is in celebration of one of my scrappy friends, Morgan, reaching a massive 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So we're having a YouTube hop and a giveaway today, and we've each picked one of Morgan's layouts to scrap lift. So I went through her Instagram and I found that she'd used this sketch and created this beautiful layout here, and I really loved the simplicity of the sketch and the swirls that Morgan had used on her layout. And I have this chipboard frame here by Dusty Attic that's kind of a squiggled swirl, and it really reminded me of the swirls on Morgan's layout. So instantly I was drawn to this layout and thought, oh, I have to do this one. So I'm going to keep it close to the sketch, but I'm going to bring in that swirl from Morgan's layout. I'm playing around with P13's Beyond the Sea collection this month. It's my design team pack from Papermaze. So I've got loads of papers and embellishments and bits, and this collection's great for fussy cutting because loads of the papers, like this one here for example, has loads of different elements on it that are perfect for fussy cutting, and it really helps to stretch the collection a lot further. So I'm going to use lots of florals and bits and pieces to scrap this photo of my little boy at the beach. I noticed on the original sketch there was some mixed media on there. It looks like some runs of ink or paint, so I'm going to go with that as well. I'm using Shimmers paints. I'm going to use two colours. This one here is an original Shimmers called Anchors Away, and it's a gorgeous shimmery light blue colour, perfect for this Beyond the Sea collection. And I'm just watering it down slightly and adding a bit to my background cardstock, and then just holding it up and tapping it and letting those paint drips run down the page. I'm not too fussed about how the top section is going to look because that will be behind my photo, so you won't see that. So it's just the paint runs I'm more interested in. And this second one I'm using here is another original Shimmers, and it's called Till the End of Time. It's lovely kind of shimmery, silvery, kind of almost steely coloured blue. It's really, really pretty, and again works really well with this collection. So I'm just adding some more mixed media at the top there using the packaging technique. Most of that will be covered up with my photo and embellishments, but you will get the odd little bit peeking out, which is what I was looking for. So just bringing my photo and some of the embellishments back in just to see how that's looking and how much of that mixed media we're going to see behind it. Those florals are gorgeous. They are fussy cut out from paper number 4 in this collection. It's a whole sheet of floral clusters, and they really have made this collection go really far. Beautiful. So I'm going to have a few of those as per the sketch. And I felt like I needed a little bit more on my background, so I'm bringing in some stamping. I've got a clear stamp here, and I'm using a distress ink in Mermaid Lagoon just to add a couple of swirly details there, just to extend that mixed media out a bit. So I think that's me pretty much done with my mixed media for this layout. Now I'm just going to work on what else I want to put on there. So I've got these chipboard phrases here. These again are by Dusty Attic, and I think this set is called Wordplay number 7. And I've just selected a couple there that I'll try out on my layout and see which one I prefer. So I'm going to add a few more embellishments. I'm fussy cutting some seashells here. These are from paper number 7 in the collection, which is that sheet of individual elements that, as I said, are perfect for fussy cutting. It just means you end up with a whole load of almost ephemera, and it just stretches the collection so far because I've just got so many layouts out of this collection already. It's been brilliant. And these are the cardstock tags. I think I've got sets 2 and 3. So I'm just seeing I want to add one just peeking down under that cluster and hanging down next to my photo there. And I settle on this one of a little sailboat because I really love the colours of it. And I've put my chipboard piece there that says Seaside Escape, and that will be my kind of subtitle for this layout, because I'm going to put my actual title in the same place that Morgan has. So again, just doing some more fussy cutting, adding some embellishments to my layout. So whilst I take some time to do that, I'll take a moment to congratulate Morgan first of all on 1,000 subscribers, massive achievement. And as I said, it's a hop, so there's loads of us taking part in a celebration today. So in the description box below my video, you'll find the links to all the other ladies taking part. So please do make your way through the hop and have a watch of everyone else's videos and see which of Morgan's layouts they've chosen to scrap lift. And obviously, if you can like and subscribe along the way, that would be fantastic. I'm sure everybody would appreciate that. And if you head over to Morgan's video, I'm sure she will give you all the details of her giveaway, which is rather exciting. Oh, I lied just now. I'm not done with my mixed media. I'm going to add some more stamping. Again, using Mermaid Lagoon Distress ink. Just wanted to extend the mixed media out to the side there. And now I'm going to bring in some cheesecloth for a bit of texture. I love using things like cheesecloth and Hessian on beachy layouts. It's just such a realistic texture for me. So I'm just adding some of that behind my chipboard frame, just enough that it's kind of peeking out all around the edge. And I'm going to pull the edges and distress them a bit, make them frayed, so that it's just a really, really lovely texture. And then just popping everything back on there to see how it's looking before I kind of commit and start sticking everything down. If you've never worked with cheesecloth, it's really weird stuff. I liken it to cling film, you know, when you're unravelling cling film and it kind of sticks to itself and stretches and just gets a mess. I'm very similar with cheesecloth. It never behaved for me, but I persevered because I do love how it looks on a layout. So I've added some adhesive foam tape to the background of my layout, and that's just to stick that cheesecloth down. And now I'm adding some foam behind my photo, and that's going to pop that up a bit and add a bit of dimension, and it lifts it off the background, so it helps to draw your eye to the photo, but it also allows me to have a bit of space underneath it to tuck some embellishments in and help kind of layer them up. And now I'm just going to work my way around everything, slowly sticking things down. I'm using glossy accents to stick anything to the chipboard frame, just to make sure that does hold over time. And then I've got a fine liner bottle with PVA glue in. It's watered down slightly so that it comes out the bottle a bit easier. And some of the bits of ephemera I will raise up on foam pads just to add a bit more dimension to my layout. I noticed on the original sketch they had a line of journaling to the left of the photo. Now I didn't want to add that in, but I did have this chipboard piece from Vicky Boutin Colour Kaleidoscope collection, and it says make good use of today, and I really ummed and ahed over whether to have it in or not. I think I was put off by the fact that the chipboard piece over on the right hand side lined up perfectly with it and it just didn't look right. So I played around, it came in, it came out, and in the end I decided not to have it in. And instead I'm just using some Vicky Boutin thickers for my title, and I've popped that in the same place as Morgan has. Here you go, that chipboard piece is coming in again. I tried moving it down a bit, but I just wasn't sure, and I kind of figured if I wasn't sure that means I didn't love it, so it didn't need to be on there. So it didn't make it. But I wanted to add a little bit of colour to my title. So this is Shimmer's Inklings. It's called Minor 49er, and it's a gold shimmery paint. So I'm just painting that on really roughly. I'm not worried about keeping in the lines or anything like that on these thickers. I'm just purely doing it to add a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm going to add some splatters. I'm not worried about this layout being neat and perfect, so I just went for it with the splatters. And that's the layout finished. So thank you very much for joining me today. Please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see some more of my layouts. I'll leave you with the close-ups, but please remember there's the links in the description box to everybody else's channels who are taking part today. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.